All right, y'all. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. Welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. I'm your hostess and your melanated queen, y'all. I would have done this episode outside for y'all, and I'm still tempted to do so. However, I just got attacked by a gang, an army of ants in the front yard. It is not a game out here. It is not a game. It's not a joke, y'all. Let me see if the camera, I don't even know if the camera will focus in. This is my wrist. I don't know if y'all can see my wrist because it's trying to focus on my face. I wanted to focus on my wrist. So I got bitten. I also got bitten right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Both of my ankles look swollen. I poured witch hazel, and alcohol on both of my ankles, y'all. Ants were crawling up my ankles into my shoes, crawling up my shoelaces. There are thousands upon thousands of those things. So I am making it my duty today to go and get some ant killer for the yard because I disturbed them. Okay, they're not happy being disturbed, and I don't want them making their way into the house. So with all that being said, y'all, I want to talk about these fake social media gurus, these fake social media experts that are out here that always want to give you this fake story of success. Now, it's easy for people to talk about success, how they manifested this, they manifested that, and life is good, right? What about the people that don't talk about is when you're under spiritual attack? Now, I equate this when I was outside working in the yard, y'all. I thought about it. Do you know how many weeds I have out there in the yard? There are so many weeds in my front and backyard, and they spread like wildfire. Weeds spread easily if you do your research, and it can be attributed to a number of things. The weather, walking, packing down the soil, even like animals that come into the yard can spread. I guess they germinate and they pollinate, and weeds spread very easily, y'all. The wind can blow them. And so when weeds start to take root and plant root in your yard, in your soil, they sprout up, they look very ugly, and they try to take over your yard. Just like spiritual attack tries to take over your life. Just like spiritual demons like to come into people's bodies, these weeds come into people's yards, right? And what do? They're very stubborn. They're very stiff. It's very hard to get rid of them because you don't want them there, but they've dug deep, they've taken root, they've planted their seed or whatever they go by. I think it's some type of seed they have. They're very hard to get rid of. Just like if you're under spiritual attack, it's very hard to have a regular successful life. When you hear about other people saying that they did this, they did that, they manifested all these things, these people don't talk about what it feels like to be under spiritual attack and trying to endure the storm, trying to endure the war, right? It's a spiritual warfare going on. And some of us, if you're special, some of us have been born into a spiritual attack. And you'll know who's under spiritual attack because usually it's the people who don't say much, don't bother people, they don't go around antagonizing anyone. Yet and still, people like to antagonize them. People like to single them out and pick on them, harass them, taunt them. And usually, y'all, you already guessed it. Where does this normally happen? It happens on jobs. That's right. It happens on jobs. It can happen in school. It can happen in your neighborhood. Even like in your family. You might be the one that's cast out of the family. Nobody talks to you. People are jealous of you. They don't like you. They're envious of you. All these things we already know. That's because you're a very rare and special breed of a person. You have the attributes of what others wish they have. Let's just say that. And because of these attributes, I don't care if it's your looks, I don't care if it's your money, you could be really intelligent, you could have something that these individuals want. And because these individuals feel that they cannot easily attain what you have, and they are trying to understand how it is you make it do what it do. Even under the attack that they put you through, they still can't understand how you continue to maintain your lifestyle, right? So now you become a target. Where are the fake success YouTube stories that talks about these type of things? They don't talk about it, y'all. They don't tell you how you can be not just weeks in a spiritual warfare, months in a spiritual warfare, years in a spiritual attack, decades. Because this is how demons work, y'all. It is a lifestyle. When you are a special breed of a person, you have to carry yourself a certain way, and you will start to recognize these things. You will start to recognize who you are on the spiritual realm when you see how people in this physical realm respond to you. Because a lot of people live in the physical world, but everything starts in the spiritual first, and then it manifests in the physical realm. And there are so many people that are shallow-minded. This is why I cannot have shallow-minded conversations with people, because that doesn't do anything for me. It does not benefit me. It does not elevate me. You'll know when you are an elevated individual, when you're under spiritual warfare, when you don't fit in with a lot of people. You'll know that you're under spiritual warfare because the demonic energy will attack you in many different facets. So just like the weeds in the yard, these demons, I'm looking outside because there are these really two cute birds out here, and I wish I would turn the camera around so you could see it. But by the time I do it, they're probably going to fly away, y'all. And they're very flighty. They can hear through the glass and everything like that. But they look so cute out there. And anyway, so this is just confirmation that I'm doing the correct video for y'all. Just like the weeds, when they plant into your yard, they're hard to get out. A demonic attack, and demons are hard to sometimes remove out of your life. They take over people's bodies, and because they get inside this person's physical body that's attacking you, they get very stubborn. They get very mad when you disturb them, just like those ants that attacked me. They got mad because they felt like I'm disturbing, right, their habitat. So they're going to attack. They're going to attack by any means necessary. Those weeds are going to try to stay planted in your yard by any means necessary. And not just that, they're going to create other people, other neighbors. They're going to procreate just like those ants. They're going to procreate. They're going to spread because they're telling you, no, we're going to stay here. We're not going to be kicked out of your yard. We're not going to, the demons and the spiritual warfare and the spiritual attack is saying, no, we're not going to leave out of your life. We're not going to let you go. So it's very similar, y'all. That's why sometimes people say they have a deep-rooted hate for someone. Just like the weeds get these deep roots that you have to sometimes physically go in that ground and pull those roots out one by one with your bare hands. Put some gloves on, because I've done it before with my bare hands. Don't do that because the ants will attack. But I'm just telling you, sometimes you have to step back and say, hey, have I been spiritually taking care of myself? Because we can physically take care of ourselves, but we have to spiritually take care of ourselves. If you don't spiritually take care of yourself, the weeds can spread. If you don't nurture, water, and do the things that you need to do to take care of your yard, the weeds will spread. The ants will continue to be there. The ants will continue to procreate and multiply. Then the next thing you know, they're trying to come inside your house. They're trying to come inside your house and make your home their home. Just like the demonic energy, they will get inside someone's body and they'll make your body their home. You have to be stronger than that, y'all. And you have to tell the spiritual attack you won't win. And if you keep trying, because this is a lifelong battle for some of us, if you keep at what you want, you will succeed, especially if you carry good energy and you are here with a purpose. You make your purpose, you make yourself very clear to the universe. You command and you tell the universe, this is what it is. Walk in your divinity, y'all. Write it down. Write it down and continue to manifest. Light your candles, pray about it, do all the things that you need to do to get rid of that spiritual attack. And even if you have to achieve your goals through the spiritual attack, you do that. I'm not just sitting here or standing here telling you this just to have a video posted. I am standing here telling you this because this is the message that came upon me when I was working in the yard. And the reason I feel that this is a very prevalent message is because so many people are going through this and nobody talks about it. There are people out here who are a special rare breed of people. And those people usually are very humble and stay to themselves. The reason they keep themselves very low key is because they know if they do too much, if they do just a little bit, there's going to be somebody out there hating, jealous of them, wondering, oh, why do you look so flashy? Who told you to dress up? Who told you to? And you should be able to be yourself. You can have a very great personality. And if you start to be too jovial, too jolly, too happy-go-lucky, guess what? It's a hater on the sidelines. It's a demon on the sidelines. It's a weed looking at you saying, I'm about to take over your yard. I'm about to take over your life. I'm about to take over your happiness. Who told you you can come outside and smile? What do you have so much to be happy about? People don't like when you're happy, y'all. People don't like when you're blessed. People get disgusted when they hear that you have good news that just happened for you. And it's ridiculous. And it's just like the yard. You know, we have Scott's Lawn Turf Builder outside in the backyard right now because I want that golf course grass. I want to be able to plant my bare feet out in the grass and ground. And guess what? I'm going to build my yard up little by little. I'm going to build my yard up. And just like you, build your life, build your goals, build your dreams brick by brick, wish by wish, manifestation by manifestation, journal entry by journal entry, declaration over declaration, affirmation over affirmation, prayer by prayer, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, month by month, year by year. And if you keep working towards who you are meant to be, not what they told you are, not what they think you deserve, what you know you deserve. You tell the universe all about it. This is what I want. This is what I deserve. And declare it over your life, y'all. The reason I'm saying you have to declare things over your life is because there are so many people that declare negativity over our lives. And we cut that off. As soon as you hear somebody tell you, oh, your body's not going to heal from that. Oh, you're going to need a surgery. Oh, you're not going to get through that. Oh, how are you going to do this? I don't care what the odds look like stacked against you. If there is a car you want, a house you want, a neighborhood you want to live in, a profession that you want to go after, you go after it because you create yourself. You create the life that you want to live. You are the orchestrator of your life, y'all. And just like that, I hope this message helps someone. Get those weeds up out of your garden. Get those weeds up out of your yard. I don't care if you got to pull them up one by one with the rake. Pull them up. And look at how much calmer, more peaceful your yard is going to look. How birds are now coming into the yard. They love coming. Rabbits, squirrels, your yard is just so beautiful now. Just like your life is going to be beautiful because there's a demonic attack and a demonic energy. Those demonic demons, those weeds, they don't want to see you succeed. But just continue to do what you need to do. And y'all, these are the words from me to you. Brown girls are beautiful. I hope this message has helped someone out there. Just know that if you are going through spiritual attack, spiritual warfare, you're not alone. There are a lot of people who are going through it. And some people, take their lives because they can't take living anymore. Y'all, we're not weak. We're warriors. We are heroines, and continue to be a warrior for your life because you only have this one time in this physical body, in this physical realm at this particular time to do what you set out to do. I don't care what the doctors say. I don't care what an attorney says. If you know that you want to have declaration over your situation, you confirm it. You affirm it. It's not what other people say. It's what you say. And We are the creators. We are the orchestrators. If we are made in the Creator's divine image, then guess what? That means we are divine. That's why I always say walk in your divinity, y'all. But I'm going to go ahead. I am definitely itching. I might do another video outside for y'all. And just want to say, continue to walk in your divinity. You all stay blessed. Until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Auf Wiedersehen. All right. Bye, y'all.